somehow converting the data that is captured through CAT scans and MRIs and ultrasound into images that we can look at and understand what's going on inside of our bodies is tremendously computationally intensive.
I'd love to hear more about the developer community specifically. What are the types of resources you're providing? Obviously, you have some awesome courses. What else is out there for people to learn? What have you found to be, what do you think the most useful service that you guys provide is?
The most useful service?
That's like choosing favorite children, I know, so you don't have to answer that one. But
one of the really important things that I think we've learned about the ecosystem of people who take advantage of the technologies coming from NVIDIA is that there's almost no single person who cares about all of it. It used to be, I joined the company 17 years ago, that there was really kind of two groups of people. There was people who were, at least on the development side, right? There were people who were developing games, and there were people who were developing what we called professional visualization applications. And they wanted code samples and APIs and some documentation and research into how to do cool new things. But over the last almost 2 decades, the breadth of different audiences that NVIDIA now reaches. You might laugh, one of our biggest conferences of the year where we engage with the most people is RSNA, the Radiological Society of North America. It turns out, though, that medical imaging, right? Somehow converting the data that is captured through CAT scans and MRIs and ultrasound into images that we can look at and understand what's going on inside of our bodies is tremendously computationally intensive. We've been able to help the people, the organizations who build these machines to process that data fast enough that they can actually visualize it in real time and provide much faster diagnostic and treatment recommendations to their patients. And now with the AI revolution kind of kicking into full gear, using advanced data science techniques like deep learning to further analyze those images and three-dimensional volumetric reconstructions of the data that's collected from these medical instruments as diagnostic tools and as treatment recommendation and prediction systems is something that's just tremendously powerful. That's just one of dozens and dozens of application domains where people are taking advantage of the frameworks we provide. So for example, in medical imaging, it's the Clara framework. But then if you go look into like 5G telephony, there's a different framework called Aerial. And so one of the things we have to be careful about is know who we're talking to, because it's not useful or helpful for NVIDIA to go explain our medical imaging software framework to people who are building 5G communication systems or vice versa. So having that sense of who is the audience and what kinds of problems, what are the application domains in which they're trying to build solutions has become increasingly important over the years.